Newcastle United have announced the signing of Anthony Elanga finally, and my word, what an announcement it was. What beautiful photos came out with him in the Newcastle kit. It just looks made, you know, when you see Anthony Elanga in the Newcastle kit, you just think, wow. We're going to be going through the announcement video, analysing that. I like talking about the way clubs announce their players. We'll also talk about some new transfer news regarding Gallagher and Scalvini. A very exciting video and one to look forward to. But before I begin, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe and the like as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. I really do appreciate the support from the Toon family that I have on here. But before we start, I've already watched this video, and I'm sure you guys have already seen it as well, of the announcement of Anthony Elanga. And it was this young lad, I think his name is Sammy, talking about how he was disciplined, or well, he was told off really by his school for missing school to go and see Newcastle versus Arsenal. Funnily enough, that was also my first Arsenal game in about 2 years. It's just really tough to get Arsenal tickets at the minute, and it was my first game. I was so excited myself, and obviously we lost 2-0 to you guys. So there's that, you know, there's my little backstory. Now we're gonna have a listen to Sammy's backstory, but my word, it wasn't as happy as his one in this announcement video.
Sammy, recently I got into a little bit of trouble. Welcome to Newcastle. It's time to be a legend. So it was Newcastle versus Arsenal, the Carabao Cup semi-final. My parents told the school that I was sick, but I actually was at the Arsenal match.
The giant away end holding 6,000 tonight.
I got caught celebrating Gordon's goal on Sky Sports. So my school sent an email, and then my dad put it on Facebook, and then it just went viral. I don't know why I should have went to school. I should have stayed off because I had the time of my life and it was a brilliant experience. Thought I was going to be a little bit of trouble, but I could be a legend now. Every single Newcastle player's got a chance of being a legend at the club. It'll feel unbelievable to play for them. Like, if it's your debut, don't worry and just play a normal game. If you worry, you'll just make yourself, you'll try too hard and it just won't work out. When you're relaxed, you're fine, you can just play a normal game. I'd say get out there and let's hope you win and score.
I thought it was a genuinely beautiful announcement, apart from the fact it's up against my club, in which he missed the game. And I saw people under this sort of post upset. You know, Liverpool fans in particular have this sort of obsession with Newcastle, and they said they've made the announcement all about Sammy and not their new signing. No wonder Isak wants to leave, a club that focuses more on its fans than its actual players. And that was just ridiculous, to be honest. You can see Anthony Elanga smiling and laughing his way through there. That's what it's all about. He's absolutely delighted to be a Newcastle player. And funny enough, I actually did see some leaked images of Anthony Elanga in the Newcastle gear before it even got announced. You know, a journalist put it out there. There was also images of him shaking hands with Eddie Howe. So it was almost like the suspense had been built up so much, and we just waiting for the announcement video, and we finally got it. And it was beautiful to see a fan and a player sort of interact, tell his story. Elanga's now making his own story. It makes sense. The way that this has been announced is really, really beautiful, and I don't get people ridiculing it. I think it is a beautiful way of announcing, and I love to see creativity. You know, it's not always got to be the robotic cinematic stuff and all that cool stuff. It can be beautiful stories, and the players just watching it like that, simply taking in what it means to be a fan, somebody missing education to go and watch their team play, a lifelong memory, winning at the Emirates Stadium, winning the Carabao Cup, on the way to winning the Carabao Cup. It is very, very beautiful. It genuinely is. And here are some photos, if you haven't seen any, of Anthony Elanga in the Newcastle kit. And my word, look at that smile. He's delighted to be there. And then you're looking at this one as well, the little cheeky pose. It's fantastic for Anthony Elanga. It genuinely is. He looks so happy. I'm happy for him. I've always been a big fan of this player and what he can bring to a team. He's still young. He's already got some incredible stats. This is a guy you can back, Newcastle fans. You can back this guy to give 100% every single week. Left backs in the Premier League are going to be worried. Imagine you got Gordon, then you got Elanga, then you got Isak to worry about. Asula coming off the bench as well. My word, Newcastle United are stacked. And here's one in the away kit with the Champions League badge. My word, I think for me, one of my favourite away kits is certainly that blue Newcastle one. I'm already having PTSD, and I'm closing my eyes here, just thinking of Newcastle coming to the Emirates Stadium and winning 2-1 with Anthony Elanga and Isak scoring. I just can't do it. I want my team to win the Premier League so badly. But it's just a scary sight. It genuinely is a scary sight. Anthony Elanga in the Newcastle kit, the pace they've already got, the dynamism they've already got. My word. And they're not done yet. You think Anthony Elanga's where Newcastle United are going to stop this window? I'm sorry to tell you, it certainly isn't, because I have been scanning the internet as we look at Elanga looking there with Eddie Howe, the smile on both of their faces, and of course there with the other staff too. It is beautiful, Jason Tyndall. It's just beautiful. It is beautiful. The appreciation is there already. The work has been done into this deal to get him through, and it's just like, yes, let's get to work. Let's show everybody what we're about. Let's show everyone that Newcastle United are here to stay, and it genuinely is beautiful to see. But anyway, let's look at a bit of news here in terms of Newcastle United. It's from a Tottenham account, but it does say Tottenham are interested in Gallagher, but a move to Spurs is seen as complicated, especially connection to Chelsea. Newcastle is seriously considering a move for the player. Several PL clubs are interested. Yavi Gomara, and via the Atletico universe, apparently he's quite a reliable source for Spanish news. I know Ben Jacobs came out to come against these rumours, but say it's true, it would make a lot of sense. It genuinely would make a lot of sense. If you're looking at Conor Gallagher as a player, he's perfect. This is what Eddie Howe would want. Say, you got the running power of Tonali and Joe Linton in there. Conor Gallagher is exactly that. He can score as well. He does the dug work. I've never seen more of an Eddie Howe player than Conor Gallagher, who's never played under Eddie Howe. And you're looking at all those greens there. Tackles, interceptions, blocks, progressive passes. He's a better passer than many people talk about. Shots total, assists, non-penalty goals, unexpected assists. All of this in the Atletico side where he's not playing that many minutes. It's a genuinely scary sight. And you could imagine Newcastle United, in hindsight, if they were to get this deal over the line, Gallagher, Tonali, Bruno G. Wow. Elanga, Gordon Isak. Pace, energy, just an absolute torrid time. I don't even want to go to St. James's Park knowing that's the possibility. I don't even want, I don't want my team even stepping off the bus. I have too much PTSD of going to St. James's Park, losing 1-0, drawing game, losing the title. I cannot do St. James's Park with another guy that's willing to run for the cause like this guy is. With Anthony Elanga already doing that, they've already got Murphy as well as an option. I do not want it, respectively, yeah. I don't want it. It's as simple as that, but he would be an incredible addition for Newcastle United. I'm even saying respectively wrong. Respectfully. Yeah, that's what... See, I'm always like jumping over my words, just thinking about the midfield with Gallagher and Bruno and Tonali. My word, and you're thinking Big Joe as well. But anyway, let's get on to the news regarding Giorgio Scalvini. There is strong interest from Newcastle for Giorgio Scalvini. Atlanta are not budging on their valuation of 50 million euros. No offers from Newcastle. If an offer comes in above 50 million euros, then I think Atlanta might consider it. So there you have it. Maybe Newcastle got their centre-half GM. I saw a report that they're willing to bid 35 million, which is 5 million off the 40 million pounds that Atlanta would want. Wow, a young player again. This project in Newcastle United is very, very scary, like the quality they can get in. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, peace.